Olwethu Makhanya, a South African professional footballer, umfana odlalela iPhiladelphia Union, a former Marumo Gallants reserve. Mina ngikwazi intwana usase ku Black Leopards, usahutsha ku under 19, former former Stellenbosch centre back, Bafana International, under 23 international. Of course, one of the best centre backs. I cannot believe you are 20 years old. You are 20 years old, I'm shocked, Tower boy. But anyway, of course, was nominated for a Young Footballer of the Season in 2023. Won the Nedbank Young Promising Player of the year in 2023. Of course, Ilentuza. Obviously, by the way, if you guys don't know him, he plays for Philadelphia Union. You don't know how much it means for this show. This is probably all the way to the best show online on the net. And you've just graced us. This is our first international interview. And you don't know what it means to me, Donayam. And the first time, before I introduce you properly, I remember nihlele phone years ago nabumhlekazi nifona nilale phone ne coach sayithinta lento sayiqabuza lento. Now to see you coming as an international player on the show, for me, Donayam, the fact that Islangana at the top is a huge thing for me, and this is what we work for. But other than that, welcome to the TTB show.
Sure, Fredman, yaphile.
Ngishapho wena?
Ngimnandi.
No, tshela abantu abangakwazi ukuthi ubani Olwethu.
Igama lami ngu-Olwethu bafethu Sibongo Makhanya, ngidlala ku-Philadelphia Union, edlala kwi-MLS e-USA. Sanda kuqeda isizini yami yokuqala. Manje I'm back la eMzansi for my holiday because it's season off.
Yeah. Olwethu Otiam, before we even get to the Philadelphia part and so forth, because people would be interested at your age, at 20, how do you get to be playing at that level? But for me, what's interesting is take us through your journey. When KZN, of course, you had the desire of wanting to be a professional footballer like any other player. And you make your way, usithola KZN uyadlala ngapha so KZN so Limpopo nithola nabumhlekazi. Take us through that journey. How difficult was it for you as a young football player to even have a dream to be a professional football player?
I mean, I will go to because Sbaning and we're chasing the same goal. So for me now, it's been a really tough journey because I remember at the age of 16, I had to leave home. I went to Joburg, Nabafowe too. We did a lot of trials. The trial any trainers ngenile, abo West Junior sile khona, Super Sports, Highlands Park at the time I think babesa PSL. Ngizamile ukubona wonke lawo ma team lawo and ayike seyangithatha cha. Wonke I got rejected. I ended up calling you only thing I'm telling to my yaphethe goal. I just want to come back and cover in school. Ngiyahluleka mina. Enoma was like
Chiefs. Ukawazama ku Chiefs.
Seke ngaye neChurena. First thing manje.
Back reject.
Seke ngaye neChurena ya mangena baqala ba complain ngamaphaqe. That time ngangiqwa amaphaqe Adidas. Yabo ngaya khona bathi ngabhalisa bathi bazongifonela next abakazi bangifonela. Yabo. But yeah, ngahlanganisa egoli kwangahlangana njengoba ngitshela ukuthi angathinti Olwethu ngamtshela ngathi hayi ngifuna ukubuya ekhaya manje ngiyabheka uma wathi hayi qhubeka uzame lapho enza lento othi ufuna ukuzoyenza lapho yabo. And kuzokuba namhlanje I'm grateful ukuthi washo njalo because ukuba kasho njalo we're just going to go back home ngishiye phansi indaba yebhola and just carry on with the education. And then ngahlala kancane and then a few weeks later kwaba nama trials eBlack Leopards ePitori. So saya namajita safisenza ama-trials for iBlack Leopards ngenhlanhla basithatha. Few weeks later bathi asize ePolokwane. Sayipolokwane safise sayina ngihlala khona iclub house for isizini eyodwa. Late for isizini eyodwa nakhona bengahambi kahle yabo i-team bestruggle so I ended up ngishiya phansi nakhona ngasithola sengikumarumo Gallants.
Whoa, ciao. Because Mina, personally, I enjoyed the journey when you guys were at Black Leopards. Because you guys were still very, very young at the time. I was still a very young football coach, and I do remember. And rest in peace to Untlantla. Are you still there? And
Yeah,
rest
yeah.
in peace to Ramos. One of the players. I don't know if you are aware that we ended up losing Ramos. He had the
Yeah,
desire
yeah.
to also be like you guys. He ended up ahamba aya Golden Arrows at Durban, and bamthatha, fortunately enough, Untlantla Ndlela, and then rest in peace to him. He was part of the group that Utawa was in that Black Leopard squad. Nomhlekazi. I'll pull through Mhlekazi later into the interview so that he can share his words. There's a few things about you. But otherwise, Tawa, take us through the moment when you decided to leave. How difficult was it to Black Leopard? Because I know you guys been at Clubhouse. Because there's so many footballers that go through that. It's
Yeah.
not an easy journey, but it's a journey that you have to go through. Because you're the
Yeah.
journey there. Because now I called you earlier on and I said, you motivate me in terms of when I watch you every time and I see those videos or poster every day, Uchino. It comes
Yeah.
from there, the desire of not wanting to go back there, Tao.
Yeah. Nah, Khulumane, njengoba usho ukuthi ijeni inzima kakhulu, and for mina ukuthi ngithathe leyo decision kwangekho lula yabo, because ku-Black Leopard I was playing under 19, right? It was just academy development, and at that time I felt as if I was supposed to play in TDC. I felt as if I was good enough because I was pushing ngangidlala kahle yonke into, but I felt as if babenganginikeza ithuba yabo. So it was either ngiyaqhubeka ngiyahlala because bangidlalisa under 19, or I step out of my comfort zone and get a new challenge. So kwangesona isinqumo esilula, but I had to make a decision. Ngacela amaphepha ami nakhona it was difficult ukuthola amaphepha because babengafuni ngami. Ngathola amaphepha because I went to attend my trials Marumo Gallants for TDC. Be coach Matibul who Chiefs manje. So the coach at that time I tried just a few days watangletha amaphepha, and then yeah bang sign, and then I played my first TDC season in Marumo Gallants.
Yeah. And I think
2 years ago.
yeah, it's just 2 years ago. It's just 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Because even at Stellenbosch, you only played a season, you know?
Yeah. I mean, like with Stellenbosch, I only played 5 or 4 games with TDC, and then I got promoted to the first team.
Yeah. And take us through your journey at Marumo Gallants. Did you play for the first team there?
Nah, I didn't play.
No, you only played for the reserves, right?
Yeah, TDC.
And I do remember you were incredible there. But take us through your journey at Stellenbosch. How was your first PSL debut? How did you feel, Ntwana ngaphakathi? Ntwana, more especially, take us through your emotions from the moment usebhasini and ubona lela jezi elithi number 38 libhalwe Makhanya and you stepping out the pitch.
Hey, yabona, so before debut ne ngangisengiqala ngitrain ne first team ne. So I won't lie, at first ngangithatha light until ngelinye ilanga ngihlele embedeni basende isquad ku WhatsApp. Ngiyabheyo. Hayi man ngiku-18. Hey yabona yazi. Ngiyaqala ngathi ukutatazela kancane, but I was excited ne. And then and then usuku landelayo sa travel because i-debut yami ngayenza eCape Town. I-stadium se-Cape Town City. Sasidlala ne-Chiefs. So I must travel. Mangina lapha e-change room evele ngalibona ijezi lami. And yeah, she could tell, man, this thing is really happening. And then ngathi no man, le moment libaleka kakhulu. I called uLondosi. Stellenbosch khona ichapel. Mr. Bruce ngambiza ngathi mazini cela ngithandazise. And then sayi jezini, we had a prayer, sang in the ground in sawumapa, and then I was on the bench. And then unfortunately ama results ayengeke side late. And then coach Steve wangibiza wathi hayi Ntwana hamba umapa ube ready. And yeah, asuma nami ngawumapha vele ya bangifaka, and then ya angithi mangene ground like bese ngasezwa next bese bengomunye umhlaba.
Ntwana, what words do you have for Coach Stevie Parker, more especially for giving you your debut with PSL? What words would you say to him? What words do you have for him?
Into engayisho nje kuyena ukuthi I'm really grateful and ngiyabonga ukuthi because he made me realize ukuthi we can actually achieve our goals. Because kunzima, like especially mangabe into encane usazama kunzima ukubelieve until like you've actually made it. And baningi amajitiki up, but Coach Steve actually saved me and made me realize ukuthi la maphupho now they actually possible. Because now I don't wanna lie, my goal was to at least make my professional debut with PSL at the age of 20. And Steve Barker gave me that at the age of 18. So I'm really grateful. If it wasn't for you now, Angaz.
What is the first thing that he said to you, Mfana Tawa Makakubona? Because for me, Mina, I knew about you probably if you played at 18 with Stellenbosch, that means at 16 already. Because for me, the first day you guys got to Black Leopards, I got a call. Tiwa Mukekeshe, Kuneningwenya, Tawa, Imandi, over. And that's when I knew about you. From day one, I was good. And then people don't know, Bebakdala is an anchor then, you know?
Yeah.
But any nickname, but anyway, what's the first thing they said about you? What's the first thing he said to you that gave you the confidence that you have now?
So Coach Steve once invited me to her office. So we normally with Stellenbosch after like a training, normally we have a short meeting about how's the week gonna look. So after the meeting, one invites the office and then one Clarissa Party, one goes with Yamazini. Was it Lucas Ratev? One goes Yamazini, Lucas Ratev. And then we had that conversation and then one Jeduguti Kumbuza and I have the potential to achieve great things. One Jeduguti, I can be the greatest player in the PSL. I can be like the greatest centre back. So we had that conversation and not just Steve Parker, because Coach Evangelos, the TTC head coach, he was also there. And then he started telling me when's my example, I'm a player who were playing PSL at that time, one was Guti, you is special now because you have it all. So at some point you're gonna get to that level. So bank grew my mentally, I already knew good my coaches know what to so it's up to me. So if I can work hard and stay disciplined, then if they can see it already, I mean they've been in the game for so many years and I have to trust what they see. So local got built the confidence in me, and since then I've been just working.
Because for me, you're one of the centre backs in the country who's 20 years old, who definitely needs to be in the conversation for Bafana sport. And we understand that you don't select yourself, but it's probably one of our responsibilities. Mina ngiyacela analyze Diski TV. Ngicela kudlala under 23. Ngicela ukubona kuzoyenzakalani. With the group of players that we have now. Bengicela kudlala under 20. Bengicela game against Spain. Game ntwana ngiyacela bafana. Olwethu bafethu nonke nihlangene naborile. Phela mina for mina the conversation about you no Lucas Radebe. Do you know that I'm old enough to understand that the influence that he had who leads. You also need to understand the storyline of football when they also speak about these people. Don't just watch the clips. Also understand the storyline, what it meant. There's people that we call their kids Lucas Radebe. And Lucas Radebe is a Kaizer Chiefs legend as well. Incredibly well. And I'll ask that question later, which team you want to play for in South Africa when you come back, which is something that I don't want you to do because I believe that you're one of the best centre backs the country has ever produced. At the age of 20 already, you made a move to play abroad, which is incredible. But maybe let's talk about you winning that award because you had an incredible Nedbank Cup in 2023. How did it feel, Ntwana, winning your first award?
After their season there, I mean, be like in highlights I season young. I really had a great debut season because it was just my debut season, and I was still celebrating Uguti. I just made my professional debut, and then the next day Nkulunkulu blesses me with an award. So the award dish, the award basically bonus and young Chablis are cool and young sees with like in Kuba and Kole.
When's it in you?
Yeah.
When's it in you?
I had small mind gain because Connie's doing another medicines in the car. So, the quotation normal, we had to fix a few things.
Yeah. So, I don't know if you can touch a little bit. What does your mom mean to you? Because I see on Christmas you even posted a picture of your mom. What does your mother mean to you? Because it seems like everything that you do, it's always your mom. Everything you give back to your mom. Your mom seems like it seems like you have a good relationship with your mother.
Yo, but she's literally everything because there was a point where in my life she was the only person I had, especially when I was in Joburg. I don't come from a very financially good family, so kwangekho kulula ukuthi go to Joburg. I had to pay rent, I had to pay transport to go to school, to go to training, because sasihlale Soweto and iSoweto iseceleni ama-team akulezi indawo eseceleni ko-Max Park, lezo indawo lezo. So Uma was literally the only person supporting me, because I remember like some family members were even saying, because akuhlangani, let him just come back. But Uma was just like, nah, ingane yami ngiyayithemba mina, ngiyekeleni aqhubeke until kuhlangane. And waforce her to a point where there was a point where I did not even believe in myself. I literally cried to Uma, and Uma was like, she's the one who brought back Leo believe in me, and she told me, you can do it. And she saved my life, and without her, so that's why she means everything to me.
You know why always, and I'm happy I'm seeing Utami appear here on the screen. This guy Opale, because I've been on this journey with him. There's a coach from a KZN Bambizu play. Back in the days, we used to like sihlale ney'ntwana my 50 something, 40 something.
Yeah.
And now they're just talking about it at that age. Ufike eJozi uhlale kusirente, kuhlale endlini eyi-1 kudliwe ubhontshisi. Kuyalapho ntwana, I'd leave home because that's how much I love football. I used to tell people that mina isifiso sami ukuhlala egroundini, ngivuke egroundini because I want to wake up and develop football players. But life has taken me in a direction where I'm in front of screen now, which is something that I embrace, which is something that I definitely embrace myself. Maybe God needed to take me in this direction myself. But my passion has always been developing football players. But when you take me through that journey, there's so many players from KZN, specifically from KZN. I know there's players from different provinces that come to Joburg always, or when I town, that are taken from their families, bahamba no coach, bayahlala kuma clubhouse. And those players bafuna ama-trial, bafuna ama-team nabongwenya kunenye igrot bantu bathi ungwenya uzokufunela i-team ngayiye eJozi and stuff like this. Uyamazi ungwenya, ngihlangane naye weekend ungwenya angitshela ukuthi ngibona ingcole kanje ngiyabafaka abafana mina. I'm like, hey, ngithathe inamba yakho ungwenya, because sometimes there's these boys that ask me for ngifuna ama-team what. As long as they're going to pay me, they just need to take care of him, Then look for it. But anyway, my point is here, what word would you say to those boys? Because let's be fair, Tao. In the amount of boys that have made it from KZN to Jozi, it's a lot that have made it to the Premiership, but it's only a few that have sustained their career, and there are only a few that have made it just like you. Why? What is the reason?
If I can say anything to my youngsters like me, firstly, Spaning. Spaningi poleni, and I don't want to lie, sonke simnandi. And talent is not the thing that separates us. Asihlukaniswa talent, yabo. The only difference between a professional player and umuntu ongekho professional is how serious you take the game. Like, for example, mina, ever since I went to the US, like, I've learned a lot of things. I had to understand the good players and the great players, and it's not even talent. It has to do with discipline, the attitude, mentality, understanding your body as an athlete, knowing how much sleep do you need, what you're supposed to eat, how much protein you need to take in, how much carbs are you drinking your water. Because, for example, what's going to happen if like two talented players meet each other? It's going to go down to who's more prepared. So if you work harder and you're more disciplined, then the blessing is going to come. Honestly, the blessing is going to come, definitely. You only need to about that less. The work ethic, discipline, mindset, and just understanding Uti. It's not easy. And zombies doesn't allow you. They happen for a reason. You should always look for, in every failure, you should always look for an opportunity to grow. It's not easy. But you have to understand that you have to go through that journey to become the person you want to become. So, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Now, let's move on to your move to Philadelphia United. The first phone call, your agent calls you, Dwana, there's a possibility. Last week, being interviewer, on Monday, being interviewer, Tabang Makubu. He's going
Yeah.
to Spain, like, same thing, like, almost similar to you. I hope he genuinely gets signed. Another talented youngster like you. The
Yeah.
first phone call comes. How does it feel, Don? You're going to Philadelphia. You get signed. You get to the USA. You see these. You meet these people. They like you. You sign a contract. How does it feel, Don?
Eish. Yeah, ne. Thing is, it's a young into ne. Coach Van like already told me, Wuti, something like this would happen, but he did not anticipate Wuti ingenzanga ngokusheshonga. So it's a young into I couldn't believe because before even the offer figure, I already had offers like Mzansi, and I was still excited with this. Yeah, man, for my big clubs in Mzansi, and then next thing, MLS club. And I'm like, MLS, and then I do research about me. This is the same league as Messi. And I'm like, yes. Nah, this is something else. And then I told my family, everyone is excited. And then, yeah, we just had to sign the contract. Ang safunanga next. It's in my fee. I'm like, come on, we're going overseas.
So is it true? So is it true? I just want to just please be honest. Is it true that you were on your way to some Mamelodi Sundowns?
Yeah, it was true. I had an offer from them.
Oof, don't say Sundowns. I'm gonna praise a week in, week out. Imagine when I cause a love. I was pretending will be future. Why? But anyway, I'm happy that you're abroad. What is the difference? Immediately when you got there, what was a culture shock to you, God, when you got to the US? You choose the most. It can be in football, it can be away from football.
Now I'm telling you, just something like football related.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms figure that, like I was so shocked to see. I mean, some people are serious, ne? But the abantu labayana, people are serious ngenyindlela. Yabo, the attitude, the work rate, like young in the top. Yabo, and I was so shocked because when I before I went there, I used to think like I'm a hardworking player, but when I got there, I saw people who were working 10 times more than I did, and I was like, yeah, this is it. This is a new challenge, and it's been a challenge since in Premier League.
So I see every single day, Christmas Eve, 16, you are training. Maybe people that don't have your number don't get the privilege to see this. I get to see this all the time, and maybe I don't comment all the time. And I have to tell you now, Donna, that I am even as young as you are, as old as I am to you, Donna, you motivate me. You make me want to be a better person. I watch your videos, I watch your status every day, every single day, and I think to myself, this young man is an incredible young man. And it makes sense when you speak about the difference between what separates a professional player and a non-professional player. When you speak about mentality and stuff. But in terms of standard, because we always say the PSL is the best in Africa. In terms of standard with the MSL, in your opinion, is standard Siva? Do you feel that the MLS is a very high standard compared to Betway, and how far in terms of the standards are gone?
Okay, man, competition like the PSL and the MLS. I would say it's standard. Obvious MLS, the standard is higher. But again, the one thing issue with it has nothing to do with talent. I mean, I believe with like African players, simnandi, it's pure lending. Yeah, well, the only difference, massen compression league, is just that the MLS they're more technical and like every player also grounding plays with purpose. So because of that, each gamer gives it more speed. Man compression go to EPSL is a bit slower than MLS because there's the speed, the work rates. That's the only difference. But technically,
Donna, the golden, I think this is the question that everybody was waiting for. How does it feel playing with Messi? How does it feel, Donna? The lad next to you. Eh?
Yes, because obviously you're not the first person to ask this, ne?
Yeah.
But yazi, even nanomu defender, there was a point where sabancane khona besithanda ukubiza ngabadlala phambili, yeah. And there was a point where in my life nami ngangizibiza ngoMessi masidlala ama-challenge egroundini.
Yeah.
Esadlala kuBarcelona, number 19 nabo Ronaldinho. And then now, mangicabanga ukuthi lo muntu lo, at that point I never thought ukuthi ngiyombona ngisho ukumbona, because I remember Barcelona came to chose to play Sundowns. Ngakhala ngithi ngifuna ukumbona, but I couldn't see him. Yabo ngangani stadium. And then next thing sengiyezwa ayibo, I'm going to be seeing Messi, and I don't wanna lie, like, because when you feel I only had like 3 games, and then we had to play Inter Miami, and I was on the bench. Someone good at that with tiny thing, I'm going Lionel Messi. Hey, I'm going. Now we are like bad. And Bahama no lose, no Busquets, yeah, I put no ala playing at you, yeah. Now, to answer your question, it's unbelievable. We man call, and I'm man Clara like it's about Lionel Messi. But that's like the greatest player in the world, in my opinion.
Yes.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, and I'm really grateful, to be honest.
Yeah. No, and in your and I just wanted to ask you a couple of things. In your opinion, do you feel that you will stay a little bit longer in the MLS?
Yeah, I would say a few years. Not a lot though, but yeah, a few years.
A few years. It's a really good league for you, because you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you when I tell. It's very difficult to watch the MLS because it plays around 2-3 while we're sleeping at night.
Yeah,
and it's very difficult to follow, you know. Because for me, that's a reason why it's important for you to I'm not saying be away from the public eye, but my point is you are one of the players that should never ever be forgotten. And that's why it was important for me to bring you to the TTB show to remind the people that actually we still have a 20-year-old centre back who's incredible. I always young because I'm joke under 23 idlale man. But anyway, before we continue, can I have your best 5 players in the Betway Premiership in your opinion? Best 5 players in the Betway Premiership in your opinion.
The position doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can count them as you want. In numbers, just 5. You just name 5 players. You can explain why if you want to. But your best 5 players in the Betway Premiership.
All right. I want to was watching if any downs, Maraya and you. But yeah, at number 1, I would say I would give a Mudau. That's quality. Mudau, and then probably number 2 at the moment, probably between Motivational and Obas.
Okay.
And
we want 5, remember. Just 5.
Ngifaka umukwena lapha number 2. And then at number 3, now man, lo mbuzo wakunzi.
Just 5 Betway Premiership players. 5 quality. Sikhuluma ngequality.
Yes.
Brile Mfukeng.
Maybe some new number 4. Some follow up number 4.
Okay.
Yes. Ay mayawo manje ngihliwe ukucabanga.
Cabang. You know what? There's quality players. There's Abo Olisanda. There's Abo Krankekana, Abo Toby Mvala. There's Abo Mloisana, former previous player, Kuku Stellenbosch, Lucas Ribeiro, Marcelo Allende, Talent Mbata. There's a couple. I'm giving you options. I'm giving you something to think about. Russian Dudley. Chabiso Sesane.
Number 3 kuba bias.
Uzekala phansi top 5. You can make
number 3 ngizoba bias. Sengibafakele labo 2. Number
no,
3
ngifuna ukuyirecorda kahle, yazwa ngifuna ukuyibamba kahle Tawa. Because ngifuna ukuyeka on the news. Okay, Tawa, let's go. So iphethe top 5 yakho. So icabanga
4. Betway 4.
Betway 4. Icabanga yes5. Cabanga yes5 so that uyibize kahle.
Okay.
Uzongitshela mase umcabangile. But let's continue tapping the screen, guys. Let's share the live. This is an incredible occasion, like I said. Lokum Tabanga Tower while I talk to the people. Please share the live. Please tap the screen, guys, and please prepare the questions that you want to ask Tower at the end of the show. Olwethu Makhanya plays for Philadelphia United, like we said, an international player, Bafana International. He's about to give us his 5 best players in the Betway Premiership. He's about to give us his 5 best. Thank you to the 190 people who are still watching us. Show some love, guys. Show some love by tipping the screen and gifting us. It's Christmas. Can you have the spirit of December?
Thank you, right.
Olwethu Makhanya Tower. Can we have your 5 best players in the Betway Premiership?
All right. Number 1, Mudau at right back, Sundowns. Number 2, Zoniyezu Gegan, Sundowns center back. And then Zoniyezu Tebogo number 3. Number 4, Zoniyezu Jaden Adams. And then number 5. And number 5, Zoniyezu Mufuki.
Ooh. That's a top 5. Okay, in your opinion, who's the face of the league? Who is the best player in the Betway Premiership, in your opinion?
Ayibo, ngimkhohla njani umshishi?
Yo.
Umshishi has to be the face. No man go top 5, he has to be the face.
The face of the league.
Yeah, he has to be the face.
Okay, Tempazane Mshishi. All right. And in your opinion, I don't know, who are the 5 players that we need to look out for? I don't know, any player that you can speak about, any player that you think we need to look out for, whether in the DDC or whether anywhere in the world, but who's South African though?
Okay. Because most of my thing now are playing in the DDC, so I know a few players in the DDC that I know which now quality and they coming up definitely. Yeah. And I should Simtandile Sish, Stellenbosch centre back for DDC.
Okay.
Yeah, quality mnandi dlala ngo left. Irelexile hayi tata ze compose.
I shy. I'll coach.
If about winning kuphela.
Yeah.
And then I would say Yegens, the right back for Stellenbosch. He's currently in the first team, but he's also linked to the DDC. And then I don't know. I haven't been following it DDC that much.
Yeah, it's very difficult. It's like saying.
Yeah, and because of like the time difference.
Yeah. Kuna palo kubanishinana nomuntu banunande Joshua.
Oh, I think angazi noma ukulone in from Stellenbosch, but I think udlala ku second division.
Okay, I don't want to lie. I've never heard. I don't know. Maybe it must be a nickname. There's this boy. Come. Bakhuluma ngo kuno khumlimo kekane ulentuza uBen. Lentwana bedlala ku Betway kulentuza manje ukhala Black Label defensive midfielder number 8.
Number 8. Ashaza
ngibona no Obas over the weekend.
Oh, lencane. Imali ekorili. Ayikora.
Lokorili I think. No, lo number 22 unaledi hlongwane. They are giving you options lapha. Tando yethi Nkosi. Yabona lo chat uma ngayo specific chat inandi ke leya. Uphoyisa.
Yeah, uphoyisa. Muphoyisa lo Royal AM ne.
Yeah, seka ku first team na.
Yeah. Oh, nelo ntuzi khona nale idlali left back kuba uGumede. Bengidlala nayo kuma under 13 eKaizer. Gumede dlali left back uGumede. Siyabonga Gumede. Udlala ku? Udlala ku Royal AM. Hayi liya quality le.
Idlala position.
Dlala left back.
Or left back.
Yeah, but manje bangicathi by pusha to ilo ntuza left wing because daku left back banobeka uMatlaba ngithi.
Yeah.
So bayiphusha kancane phambili.
Oh, Mtando Nkosi. Okay, Magdala Wena, during TDC, Magdala Wena, who are some of the most incredible players that have made it now?
Oh, number 1, ngikhumbula beshaya 4-0.
Yeah.
Yes. Bashaya 4-0 ngisakumarumo Gallants. Kwaku Radio Pane nale out le Thabiso Munyane. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, ayi. Bevele ikhuphule abathi Thabisa iyolinga noMunyane yo.
Yeah. Well,
Asibafilile.
problem.
Asibafilile. Nale ntwana leyo Nkota na ngiyakhumbula bezidlala nawo TDC. Yeah, now there is.
There is an uncut. Tona,
Yeah,
why John Stone? Because I see here, I was reading your biography and it says your role model is John Stones.
Phela quality le mnandi le. It is eziningi sibukela kuyena. Yabo.
Why? Like, is it his ball playing ability or?
Yeah, indlela adlala ngayo like njengoba usho like ball playing quality yakhe. Ability I mean. Indlela adlala ngithanda istyle sakhe like he's composed. I feel like mina naye sinementality efana because mangise grounding like angifuni ukudefenda kuphela ngifuna ukushaya ibhola ngifuna ukudlala sometimes ngizibone ngiphuma emuva ngama 1-2 yabo and man then sometimes bamfaka nasesigubhini uyalithinta so quality ningi ngakufuni
Ngiyakwazi la. Anyway, Tao, in your opinion, who's the one player? Okay, maybe before I ask you that question, what is the one quality that John Stone? Leo ngathi, this is the one thing that engithanda the most ukudlula zonke.
Awareness. Ayi. Yenze yonke into kube lula before receive ibhola useyazi kwenzakalani. Mawungala uyazi ukuthi hayi.
La uzomhlekazi la anishaye wababa.
Awareness. Yo. Hayi. Ali mnandi le. Uyayibona noma bayifakile set izophindwa because iyazi ukuthi kwenzakalani.
Yeah. Who's the one player that you look up to now, except to John Stones?
Virgil van Dijk.
Why?
Same thing, quality. And because nami game yami inama long balls. Ngiyathanda ukushaya ama diagonal and ayayazi le. Mayithola iqalaza kubi kanye mayikubonile ayizokupha le incishe. Yeah. And you're strong physically, umnandi bowling, uphelele nasekhanda khona, yonke into right.
Yeah. Nyakuza Tao, let me open the platform for people like abomhlekazi to pull through and celebrate kancane ntwana yami. Thank you so much for gracing us. Obviously, we don't want to keep you more than an hour long. Guys, the panel is open. I'm going to open the panel now. You can pull through. I'm only going to give one person at a time a question. Ngizovumela umuntu oyi-1 angena aphuma just for you guys to ask all it. Maybe so how many questions? 5, Nentwana? Not more than
5 is fine.
5 is okay. All right. He's only going to take 5 questions, guys. He's only going to take 5 questions. And you can ask him anything, but don't be too personal now. He's a 20-year-old center back, like I said. Let's take 5 questions. Just 5 people that are requesting. Okay, now please open your camera. If you do, come on. Open your camera, guys. You pull through, you come in, you ask a question, you leave, you pull through, you come back again after the interview. Okay, Kabelo, are you there? Okay, he said he's driving. I shouldn't accept him now. Okay. It seems like we've got a network problem there. Is he there? Let me see. He's not there still. All right, you can request, guys. Anybody wants to request and ask Utawa any questions, you guys are utmost welcome. Tawa Ntonayam, you've done incredibly well, man. You've done incredibly well for yourself, man. I don't want to lie, man. And I can't wait, Joe. I can't wait. Do you guys communicate, Ven? Like with under 23, young under 23, to say, Jeds, if they were to organize a game, zingakhala man. Phela ubeke yini abo Campbell, abo Rile, abo Nkotha, abo Litlaka, abo Khoza, abo Jaden Adams.
Azingabuya.
You guys talk, niyakhuluma esayidini ukuthi bafethu zingakhala.
Yeah, we do talk. Umuntu ade sanda khuluma naye ngihlangana naye lo ntuza ngade USA. My lord, I was saying the same thing.
Yeah, no, hey. And then Marana Ipuile na hopefully. VVT, Shapunjana Chamshegas, welcome to the show.
Moja mqe.
Yeah, Ukraine.
Ngiyaphila njani?
Ngishap na ingwenya yakho lapha.
Angiyayibona ingwenya quality.
Ngiyaphila futhi.
Yakhumbula wakhala ngale ngwenya from day one. Wangifonela wathi coach, ngoba uyangazi ngithanda ida, wathi coach, ayikunenye ngihlangane naye clubhouse coach le amasiyodlala ama tournament. Ngiyayibiza kunala uVVT yakufuna asikufuna siyodlala ama tournament siyakulanda ndoda.
Lo muntu udlala engathi unamamira coach. Hey, thinta kuphume.
Yeah. What do you want to ask him, or what do you want to say to him, VVT?
Ngifuna ukuthi ngimfisele okuhle mqeqeshi, ngimfisele okuhle. Mfana wami nawe uyazi hlala sikhuluma everyday. La ngalonke.
Yeah, no, I'm not stressing fit. Thank you very much, man. You guys have an incredible relationship. Anyway, I know Raiden, I know Tawa ngawe Mhlekazi, and you guys keep continuing the relationship, man. I don't know, is there anything else you want to say before Mvulela Manyabani?
Awuyazi imina ngamfundisa ukudrive. Yeah.
Ngiyabonga njalo.
Ngisana kumbona e-US intwana yami iphuma ishaye hip hop ngayi ngicela ingena ngisho ngithi ayazi bafethu. This is what football can give you, bafethu. Work very hard, guys, and believe in yourselves. The arrogance, you know, I always say arrogance helps in football. A little bit, not a lot, man. Just have a little bit of arrogance. You know, I watch you guys and I'm proud. And you are probably the most I'm the most proudest when I watch you, Ndwana Tower, because it's not so long, you know, but I don't wanna take away a lot from other people. VVT uqedile Ndwana.
Angiqedile mqeqeshi.
All right, chap ungayehla let's bring in other people. Guys, you can request unless you guys have nothing to ask. Unless you guys have nothing to ask to Tower. Tower Ndwana, these people are not requesting. It seems like bayakusaba boy.
Ngiyabona bawabhala la izandla ama question.
Bapala la bathi football is played on the pitch, not on paper. Okay, awulinda mara. Yazi bola puta. Awaloku baprezana nami. Nangu Malebza. Siswa Malebza. Guys, request nangu Tower number 2. Tower. Malebza shop kunjani? Welcome to the show, my brother.
Njani Khotman?
Shop wena?
Angikren Khotman. Mina ngicela ukumbuza ukuthi khona abo coach abangasityle confidence udile kanjani ngento enjalo?
Awenze into kanjalo because nami in my career I've been through ama situations afana nalawo. Into kumele uyazi, you have to be strong. Kumele ukholelwe into enibonayo wena, because at the end of the day i-vision lo nayo wena about yourself uNkulunkulu unikeze wena kuphela. Akayinikezanga umhlaba wonke, so akusiwona wonke umuntu ozobona lento eyibonayo wena, but wena lento eyibonayo, lento okholelwa kuyona ngawe iqiniso. So anything that you believe in is true. It doesn't matter ubani bani uthini kanjani, wena just believe kule vision uNkulunkulu akunikeze yona, uzithembe and usebenze kanzima. Izinto zizowenza.
Ngiyabonga Khotman.
Sheshe Ntwana.
Alright, Ntwana. Hola Malebza. Siyabongela Ntwana. I hope ukrenda, I hope uyitholile advice.
Ngiyabonga Coach Lindo.
Alright, chap Ntwana. Let's bring in Ugrotman. Vongo. Hi, how are you? Welcome to the TTB show.
Welcome. Can you hear me?
Yeah, no, we can hear you, my brother. Welcome to the TTB show.
No, I'm very much happy. Welcome, Ralindo. I'm vocal.
Oh, vocal. Okay, vocal.
Vocal, yeah. They call me VOC. Olwethu kunjani emngoni?
Ngiyaphila ngempilo njani na baba?
Siyaphila Nkosi, siyaphila Xwabe phakathi kwayo. Nakho-ke Nkosi ebengifisa ukubuza, if you were to advise South African teams on the pitch, iyiphi lento ongafisa ukuthi improve kakhulu? I'm not talking management or whatever. On the pitch, uma abadlali indlala, there are these things that frustrate you sometimes as a player. Eyiphi lento ongathanda ukuthi kusetshenzwe ukuthi eliminate in order for the flow ihambe phambili nokuthi wena whoever you are playing with nikwazi ukureacha whatever a goal that is possible. I want one thing that would like to be corrected. Thank you.
No, ngiyakuzwa. I would say ama-players amaningi eMzansi kumele bafunde they have to learn to trust the coaches, they have to trust the technical work, because mangabe ufaka egrawundini coach and the technical team has already done the technical work. Ukufaka egrawundini azi ukuthi kuyomele wenze into yini. So they have to trust the ondeshiwo coach, because njengoba ngisho it's like the technical work is already done. So mangisho njalo, I mean bonke abadlali you have to play with purpose. Ungangeni groundini and just play for yourself. You have to understand coach ukuthi ufaka groundini ukufaka into ethize and then just focus on that. Mangabe wenza umsebenzi wakho noma wenza umsebenzi wakhe, so sebenza as a team, and as a team you can achieve great things. So it's just playing with purpose and being decisive.
Okay. No. Thank you, bro. Stay humble. Okay.
No, pra VOCO. Thank you very much, my brother.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you, sir. All right. People that are on the comment section, don't say you come up. Request, guys. If you want to ask a question, request. We are taking 2 more people. We are taking 2 more people. We are taking 2 more people, guys. Guys, please request. The people that are saying, don't request. Elvis, request a brother. Welcome to the TTB show.
Bhuti kunjani?
Ngiyaphila.
Bhuti siyaphila khona. Uthena Bhuti asekasi
Now Olwethu mfowethu.
eCape Town. Olwethu, my brother. I'm also a young coach, but njengobhuti nakho seqinile. But I like your lando your lando mfowethu, your mentality ukuthi xa nise ground noluhlobo lwangakhona. It's chance for i-players zisebenze zona. Bona coach bagqibile i-job. That's why all the time, even though it's a second half, right before second half, xa ngathi izinto azihambi kahle, ukhikha ibhola ikhuphele ngaphandle, nihlangane ngokwe-departments. If there's midfielders, nihlangane baye madoda ayoyiyo masenze so. Same thing like defense, ngelinye isikhathi. Ibhola uyikhiphela ngaphandle. Then we talk, we don't make noise, because when we make noise is whereby even the opponent you can see ukuthi hey ba frustrated bayabona ba siyababona bo sibapheka khona. So kubalulekile into kubana really kusetshenziswana, especially xa unxiba ijezi ye-club. Otherwise pick up umfowethu ubheke phambili mntakwethu ungabuyi ngasemva.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu bhuti wami.
Sibonge bhuti wasekasi. Thank you. Elvis, my brother, welcome to the TTB show. How are you? Let me unmute you because it seems like okay. Welcome to the TTB show. How are you, my brother?
I'm fine, thank you, my brother Lindo. Thank you for accepting me.
No, I sent you an invite. I see you want to come in. I sent you an invite. Let me give you an opportunity, my brother. No,
Hey, I was struggling to get in.
No, it's okay, my brother.
Olwethu njani?
Ngiyaphila njani na bhuti wami?
Hey, right, man. Ake ngibuze, man. I wanted to just ask, it's just a comparison enginayo lana between MSL League ne Betway Premier League in terms of our rivalries. Do you have these kind of rivalries that we have in South Africa between like your Sundowns versus Chiefs versus Pirates, and Sundowns versus Pirates? Do you have something like that there in the US?
Yeah, icon, and it's very tense that side. It's very tense akhona, and because ngada like ama stadium get packed so much, ama fans agcina senza like is this bit out. But yeah, icon, like for example, in Philadelphia, a rivalry abenkulu in New York City, New York Red Bulls, because they're almost like in the same state, like in the same city, but bahlukene. But it's like the Chiefs and Pirates being in the Gauteng and Teganjalo. So yeah, ikhona nakho.
Okay, all right. Did you play in those derbies, and how was the pressure?
I mean, pressure ikhona. The pressure is there, but you have to find a way to, to play.
Okay. No, thanks, Ngwenya. Keep on doing well, man. We're voting for you here.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu Grootman.
Danko Grootman wala. Alright, okugcina ngicela ukufaka le Grootman kokugcina nje. This is the last one odayiding Chawa ntwana. This is the last one. Alright, this is the last one. Let's see if it goes through. He's a regular on the show, the Grootman. So, Pramlungisi, how are you? Welcome to the TTB show.
Sawona Coach LindoPep.
Sharp kunjani kalakatha?
Ngikran njani?
Sharp wena?
Mamele netime lana mengifuna kubuza Olwethu
time lapho.
Sure Lindos.
Sharp kunjani time lam?
Sharp kunjani out?
Ngikren Grootman man, ngikren man. Hayi ngiyabona into encane uyayikhabulisa.
Yeah, isihlala silalele manje une question for Olwethu.
No, siyabonga no, go for it my boy.
Cela ukubuza what advice do you have for a player that's under the age of 13?
Mangabe una 18, just know ukuthi ibhola liqale early enough and you still have the time. So if you can start working hard at this age, by the time uti 16, 17, you're gonna be quality. And as a young player, you have to look around you and try to identify what can separate you from the players around you. So yeah, just thola lento lezo separator from the players that you are currently playing with. And the more wins are leon, by the time uti 16, 17, you're gonna be a star player.
Thanks for the advice.
Sure. All right. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. Thank you very much. Please stay in tune. Grootman lam liben kren nge ntwana muzoba right ni advice angit. All right. Grootman lam liben kren.
Okay, siyabonga. Thanks Olwethu. Thanks Pep.
All right, chap.
Sure, Grootman.
Olwethu ntwana, yeah. No, I don't want to keep you more than an hour. Angina mali kukhafa. I don't. More than an hour manje I must pay. Olwethu ntwana, one last question. When you come back to South Africa, 15 years from now, hopefully, which team do you want to play for?
Okay. I'm just gonna be straightforward. Mamelodi Sundowns.
Why?
I mean, it's even cool and bayakula every year they keep getting better. They keep on growing. So now I wanna be part of that. I wanna be part of a successful team.
Would you want to win the Champions League? Is it maybe the reason why?
Definitely. At some point in our million you win.
In the world, which team would you love to play for? Because I might send you this clip in the future when you sign the deal. Which team would you want to play for?
Okay. Before Ngishi team,
yeah.
My goal is to one day play in the EPL. So any team in the EPL would become the biggest dream, would be a big dream come true for me. So Ngishi team, Arsenal.
Yeah. And your ambitions to play for Bafana in the future?
Yeah, I do have ambitions. Nyafuna represent the national team, so hopefully that's gonna happen soon.
Bafet, this has been Olwethu Makhanya, Philadelphia Union centre back, Bafana International, under 23 international, of course, former Stellenbosch centre back. Tonam, thank you very much, Tower. It's been an incredible hour. What an interview. I really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it yourself. Any last words? What do you have to say to the people? TTB show.
Yeah.
TTB show.
Engakusho ukuthi hayi muhle umsebenzi wenzayo ni expose into encane esavela nizinikeze platform yokuthi abantu bazibone I mean umsebenzi omuhle lo nanokuthi yabona khona intwana manje bezilana zifuna ama-advice ezinye sizakele yabo kuyasiza lokho abanye bazolala kahle namhlanje bethola impendulo so i-platform ebalulekile kakhulu. I think it's a very good influence and very positive.
Yeah. This. Oh, I thought no, it's not someone. All right, guys, this has been Olwethu and Olwethu Ntwana. Thank you very much. Thank you for gracing us on the TTB show. This is home for you. You can come back anytime, Ntwana. And yeah, man, it's been an incredible hour. And thank you very much for gracing us. Yeah, this has been the TTB show. And boom.
No, ngiyabonga kakhulu Grootman for opportunity ukuthi ngihlangane nabantu bakho sikhulume kube mnandi. I won't lie, I had fun. At first I was a little bit nervous, but it was fun.
No, Thanks, Tower. Thank you very much for playing.